Ooh, the Devils kept their momentum going and got things cracking with the 2-1 win over the Seattle Kraken. See what I did there? All right, let's talk some Devils hockey with writer and podcast host for New Jersey Devils on the Rush, Alex Chauvancy. Alex, man, thanks for hopping on with this late game last night, a little past our bedtime there. So what were your biggest takeaways from last night's win?
Yeah, thanks for having me on. So last night, yeah, obviously late game, but I think the biggest takeaway last night is the Devils got a much-needed quality start from one of their goaltenders. That's been a real struggle for them this season. Even in that 6-5 win against the Canucks a couple of nights ago, Vitek Vanacek really struggled. He was leaving a lot of rebounds out there, but Akira Schmid was fantastic for the Kraken, or for the Devils last night against the Kraken. I think it's pretty safe to say that he stole a win for them because the Devils were not at their best last night. I think the final shot count was something like 38-17 or 38-18 around there. So that was definitely a goalie stealing a win and something they haven't really gotten much of last night. And I think it's good that they had a win like that because they're going to need to grind out wins, down the stretch run when they're trying to get in the playoffs. Not every game is going to go their way. They're going to need a goalie to steal a win here and there, and I think it's good that Akira Schmid gave them that last night for sure.
Yeah, he stopped 37 of 38 shots. That dude has been absolutely lights out for this organization. Let's talk about another guy who had himself a day and kind of had his coming out party. 2022 second overall selection, Simon Nemec scored the go-ahead goal, which was his first career goal. My man had a lot of time on ice last night. So how impressive has he been, and how big of a role do you think he's going to have for this team?
So I've been actually pretty impressed with him. I think he's been a lot better than expected. I don't watch the Utica Comets too much, but just what I've gathered from some people who follow them a lot closer than me, he had been kind of up and down in the AHL to start this season, but in the NHL, his transition seems like it's been almost seamless through these 3 games. His offensive instincts, I think, are what have impressed me the most, especially on that goal we saw last night against the Kraken, which ended up being against the game winner. He just showed great offensive instincts to jump into the play and get into the slot for a scoring chance. We've seen that a few times from him these 3 games he's played for the Devils already. So I don't know what they're expecting from him defensively going forward. I think there's some question marks in that regard, but the offensive ability has been really impressive so far. And with Dougie Hamilton out for the next, at least weeks, it could be months depending on this injury. They're going to need him to step up. So I think he could stick around with the team long term if they don't acquire a defenseman in the near future. I think with Dougie Hamilton out, they really need that offensive ability from Nemec, and he's been providing it so far.
Yeah, with Dougie out, he's definitely going to have the opportunity to come in and get some more time on ice and take advantage of that opportunity. Like you said, young boy has been impressive. This team has been impressive. 5-1-0 in their last 6 games. Nico Hischier has been back for those 6 games. My man has 7 points. How big has Captain Nico been for this squad?
Yeah, he's been huge. I think we've seen why he's the captain of the team. Kind of the heart and soul player. I think what they missed most while he was absent was his defensive prowess. They were missing that a little bit for sure up front. He was a Selke Trophy finalist last year, so obviously that's not easy to replace. But I think the offensive ability too, definitely helped. Like you said, he's at a point per game, just a little over a point per game since coming back. He's clicked really well with Andre Palat and Jesper Bratt on that line this season when they played, even though it's still in a small sample size. So I think with him back, they've started to get on a little bit of a run here. That's 5 wins in their next 6 games. And it'll be interesting to see what he looks like against the Oilers this weekend. I mean, the Oilers are coming in hot too. They've won 5 games as of this recording. So they've really missed him. And it's good to have him back. Hopefully he stays healthy the rest of the way because he's really, I don't want to say he's more important than Jack Hughes because they're 2 different players, but they're both equally as important and they need him to stay in the lineup moving forward.
You mentioned the Oilers is going to be 2 teams that are hot and kind of catching fire at the right time. How do the Devils keep their momentum rolling?
So I think obviously they need good goaltending. They're going to split these 2 games here between Vanacek and Schmid. I think Schmid he's had 3 quality starts in his last 4 outings. Obviously the Sharks game being the one outing where he did not play well. So they need good goaltending from Schmid. I think he's going to be their 1A moving forward until Vanacek can figure it out. I think also you need Jack Hughes and really to carry this team offensively. You've seen him with Eric Hall and Tyler Toffoli the last couple of games, and they've seemed to click pretty well, except for that Kraken game. So I think most importantly is they get good goaltending, but they also just Lindy Ruff has mentioned this in some of the games that they lost. Poor puck management, some miscues defensively, maybe making the wrong reads when to jump into the play. They need to stay disciplined again, especially against a team like the Oilers, who have Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. They're gonna come in waves offensively, so they have to play a smart game. If they're good with their puck management and they're not throwing pucks away, not making good reads, not turning over the puck, and that should help their goaltending, I think they should be fine. And you could probably see them get on a little bit of a run here, more than just 5 wins in 6 games.
Yeah, we saw them go on a run last year. Hopefully they can match that same run that they had last season. Alex, really quick, tell the people where they can find you.
Yeah, so you can find me on Twitter at AlexC_NJD. My podcast Twitter handle is at NJD_OnTheRush. I have a Substack there as well where you can subscribe to. That's in my Twitter bio. There's a 30% discount going on now, so you can get that, and there'll probably be some there'll be some bigger discount rates when Christmas rolls around as well.
All right, we should have had you on Black Friday. I love it. Saving the people some money. Alex, thanks for hopping on with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.